Well, now, everybody, I am your host, Lambo Drew, and you are now tuned in to another edition of The Leverage Show. Shout out to each and every single one of y'all. Lambo has missed y'all, man, for literally the last 2 weeks after I really did the Tuesday night show 2 weeks ago. Lambo has been traveling nonstop. So, it is definitely good to be able to see you guys, man. Definitely, we're going to catch up. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. It has been an amazing time, man. I just, no more I can say, man. Again, it has been an amazing time. I've been excited, man, to really be able to go on ahead, man. Kind of travel with my family, get out there, really see some things, travel. You guys are going to hear. I'm gonna give y'all some really cool stuff, man. But to actually be able to talk to you guys literally in the comfort. I haven't sat in this chair since 2 weeks now, being in this chair. So it feels good to actually be back and not traveling. I did the Tuesday show 2 Tuesdays ago. What was that? I can't even remember what was that exact date at this point, man. I think that was on the 12th, right? True story. It was the 12th. I did the show on the 12th. So 2 weeks ago, I did the show on the 12th. That Wednesday, literally we were set. I was set to fly out, man. Me and my wife, we're going to be flying out to Miami. And for you guys who didn't see that, everybody's been like, man, what's going on with the Leverage Show? Everything's good. Now everything's good. Shout out to everybody who messaged, emailed, DM, whatever you guys did to test to see what's going on. Most people, all you guys just did was went right over there to my social media and was just like, hold on, Lambo is not on the Leverage Show. Where is Lambo at? They went right over there to my social media and was like, oh, Lambo, you traveling. So shout out to you traveling and really being able to enjoy a lot of time. I'm going to talk about a lot of the trips, everything. I mean, 2 weeks. It's been 2 straight weeks. Lambo has been traveling since that Tuesday that I was in this seat and have been on the road. Just got back early this morning, but we are excited. And that was even after a crazy plane delay, which I'm supposed to be getting back in the wee hours of the morning. And the flight, we're getting ready to back up out the gate. The pilot decides to go on ahead and say, yeah, we're going to have to go on ahead and not take the flight. I got to jump off the flight so I can go on ahead, man, and get some rest because I'll be over hours because of some snowstorm that was happening out this way. I'm like, dude, you know, in Denver, we got this snowstorm. You know what time it is. You know exactly in Denver, we got snowstorms, blizzards, and everything else. So don't act like this is new to you. So he leaves off. Him and the other pilots leave off. They deboard everybody from the plane last night. And I lie not to you. We're sitting there. And they say, yeah, we're going to wait on another pilot. I'm looking at the time. It's going on 12 o'clock at night. I say, now it's midnight. Now, you mean to tell me they're going to find another pilot? It's going to take a miracle and then some. Just when I said that, I lied not to you. I was shocked because I already knew, been in this situation. They're getting ready to cancel this plane, and we're getting ready to go ahead and spend another day in North Carolina where we were actually laying over at. And I lied not to you. 15, 20 minutes pass. A new pilot crew says, hey, where's the pilot crew? We're getting ready to take you guys to Denver. And I said, whoa, this is midnight. You guys are being able to find a replacement pilot at midnight. Truly a blessing. It was amazing. It took us some time to really go on ahead, get situated, take off. But we were excited to be able to do that. Lambo, literally, man, I'm not lying to you. It has been an amazing time. So I took a week, man, to spend with my wife, my kids. This past week, you guys know the week before of the 12th when I left, it was the 13th. I had to get pushed up on my flight because there was a bad snowstorm coming in that Thursday. So they pushed me up till that Wednesday. So I did the show on that Tuesday night. They pushed me up to that Wednesday. I had to catch a media flight that Wednesday. And then the next thing you know, it was one of the last flights going out. They pushed my flight up and I couldn't even believe it was the last seat remaining on the plane. So my wife and everything couldn't make it to Florida this time, but she will be there the next time. And we got a chance to get there. I got a chance to get out. We seen the snow coming in, like the storm. It was really supposedly really bad coming in. And I mean, it was so dark. I was just blown away seeing that happen. And we're cutting out here as and everything. That storm is rolling in. And if you didn't get out by 8, 9 o'clock, you did not make it into the city until that Friday. Straight up. Everything was canceled. Everything was done. You wasn't making it out after 8, 9 o'clock. It was done. So we got a chance to make it to Florida, where we literally had an amazing time, man. Amazing event down there. You guys are getting a chance to kind of hear the whole story now because I haven't got a chance to tell the story, man, in 2 weeks. And we had an amazing time for the Wealth Without Risk tour. Listen, if that tour is coming near to you, please make sure that you definitely drop in to that tour. Allow yourself to be able to be blessed, man, by any means necessary with that tour. I'm telling you what I know, right? That tour got a chance to be able to make some amazing, amazing memories, right? We had Team Craft in there, first of all, and I got to talk to them about them. They were special. You guys got a chance to hear me talk about them just a little bit. They were special for us. When I first arrived into Miami, man, for that particular tour, I'm telling you what, I lie not to you. They were sitting right there like, hey, Lambo, you know, we're right here. We're in the building, man. We ain't going nowhere or nothing like that. You understand? We are right here. And I got a chance to sneak up behind them while I'm actually checking in. And literally, man, they made Lambo's day. They sitting out there at midnight, man, there in the place in Miami. Shout out to my pinky main guy, Jeremiah, who turned around, man, and he got his pinkies washed for the first time and stuff like that, man, being down there in Miami. And we had a blast. We had an amazing time. It was back-to-back days. Lambo finally made it out there Saturday, actually early Sunday. Then by the time I made it there Saturday and had other plans to Sunday from flight delays, I made it back here for 1 day only, but to repack, and was right back out with my wife and my kids for spring break. And literally, man, we have been on the road since. So a lot of people are like, man, Lambo, what is going on? Where you at? How are you guys doing? I've had so much great stuff that has happened that has really went on ahead and afforded me the opportunity to be able to stand in front of you guys, man, and to be blessed by what you guys are doing on this show and really being able to help out with this channel and just help people out, man. Throughout that time, there was a time for that week. My shout out and everything, man, for my wife just being such an amazing person, man. She was able to go on ahead and says, baby, I really want you to, just focus on me and your kids. I don't want you to have no phone, no nothing. Really focus on me and you and the kids. We don't need you out here trying to be texting and trying to kill us and trying to do all of this other stuff. I need you focused with us on the kids. Besides, outside of the Telegram and being able to post every now and then on social media, I was able to handle a call or two or Zoom before anything was moving, and then after everything had been shut down. But that truly was a blessing. It was the time for me to be able to kind of get away, enjoy my wife and the kids. And we did spring break and did spring break the right way. And I'm trying to tell you all this right now. I got a chance to go out there and see the grandmother, man. Shout out to Missy Mama out there in Ohio, man. Me and my wife got a chance to really just being able to enjoy that little small time. Then we hit the road. We flew in, and then we turned around and had a full road trip. Wind up, I took my wife and my kids to a place they had never, ever visited before, and that was Hilton Head, South Carolina. Shout out to Hilton Head, South Carolina. It feels good ringing that bell, man, after 2 weeks. I missed that bell, man. So they got a chance to get out there, man, to Hilton Head, South Carolina, enjoy themselves, have a good time. and be right there, man, on the beach and stuff like that. It was amazing and stuff like that, just amazing just to be able to enjoy that and watch your kids, kind of really come up and everything, man, into that. I want to say this because I don't think that a lot of people know how this actually goes when you get the chance to enjoy the moments. And I'm telling you, man, shout out and everything, man, to a very special friend to really go ahead and let you know that you need that time. You always need that time to kind of step back, step away. I had been, kind of contemplating and everything, man. It was spring break for my wife, the kids. Should I take the trip? Should I take it? Should I take it? Like, oh, man, oh, don't worry about it. I won't take it or nothing like that. And then, it just was just something in me like, you know what? Life is too short. And my wife says something, hey, I'm on it. Let me go. And being able to take that trip, you're actually being able to kind of step back and really see some things. And a lot of people don't get a chance to see that. I get it. We get into a rigmarole and we're just working consistently, constantly. And we're doing so much stuff to be successful at what we do. I totally get it. But you need to unplug every now and then. And I usually do that throughout a time out of the year. But to be able to do that at this point in my life and while we were actually doing some amazing things, really, really, really made a lot of sense to me and made a lot of sense to my wife, my kids, and just enjoying that. Sometimes you need that. But in the middle of that, you actually see the value that you have been made afforded to. When I was coming up, and this is the God honest truth, me and my family coming up in New Orleans, we never got a chance to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina. I mean, God forbid if we made it to Hilton Head, South Carolina. We were thankful to make it to Houston for Astroworld. Astroworld was the biggest thing coming out of New Orleans at the time. That was a 5.5 hour drive. And my parents, I seen them actually work hard just to be able to go ahead and afford that trip once a summer, to make it out there. And if they couldn't do that, we went to Mississippi, where we got a chance to go to Wet Willie's and get out there, man, and enjoy a little bit of that. My pops would rent, and this is the God honest truth. And then my mom would rent a hotel or a motel. Most of the time it was a Motel 6 when we were coming up. Right. So Motel 6 was the motel that they left with the light on. Right. So it was great. You were able to get a room. You were able to get in there. You're able to have a place to go ahead and wash up, sleep, and relax. Those were our memories coming up. And when I look back at that, I am so grateful and fortitude of the blessing to be able to do that. Some of y'all just need to understand it doesn't matter where you're at in life. Learn to be able to sit back and enjoy those moments. If you can just take a piece of your time, of your life, and enjoy moments wherever you at, that's reading a book, if that's sitting out, man, at a riverbank and looking over to the waters and looking at the ships or looking at the places, man, that you would love to visit, on your list that you would love to go, do it. If it's a peace of mind, do it. Whatever that is, do it, because that is so key and essential for you guys being out here. I'm telling you what I know. You don't want to see, the time going ahead and slip past you. And you guys see the tragic incident that happened today in Baltimore. And we're praying for all of those victims in Baltimore because those victims, man, didn't even know it. It was a cruise ship, well, technically a barge ship that turned around and lost power and then ran into a Baltimore bridge and literally, man, collapsing that bridge. If you guys didn't hear what happened, and literally, man, they're now in rescue attempts, about 6 or 7 people that were still missing. So again, life is short. Most people didn't even know when they were on that bridge, going across that bridge in everyday life, that it might be their last day, right? This may not be the time where people and everything, man, may not be able to come at you and knock on your door and be able to say, hey, man, could we come over for dinner tonight? This may not be that time. but you want to be in position just in case if the inevitable does happen that, man, I was living my best life. I was enjoying life. I really, really, really had that enjoying it to the T, right? And that's what you want. Enjoy every moment of it, man. Try not to harbor, man, any bitterness, man, with anyone, man. I'm telling you what I know. Try to make sure that you are living the life that's pleasable that God has assigned for you to live, but to be able to enjoy it one step at a time and do the things, do the small things. It doesn't mean that you got to go save somebody out of a burning building or, you got to go hit the lottery so you can take, and feed all of these villages and orphanages and, or, feed the homeless. No, you do it with your acts and your everyday acts. If it's at the grocery store and you see somebody, man, that, hey, man, you look like you can use an extra hand with your groceries. Let me go on ahead, man, and I got an extra $50. Let me put that on there. I got an extra $20. Let me help you out. Let me help put something in your pocket. Let me help do something for your family. Doing acts of kind deeds goes so far. And some of you will see how far that really goes into your life the further that you get going along your journey. And then all of a sudden, when you need a door to open up, and when you need a move to be made for you, all of a sudden that move is made for you, or that opportunity presents itself because you've sown good seeds along the way. And that's what you really desire to do and you want to do. Sow those great seeds. You sowing those seeds allows you to be in position to reap the harvest that God truly has for your life. And I've been afforded that opportunity. I lied not to you. This has been the true story. I remember I got to the event, and we're talking about the event in Miami. And my biggest thing was I wanted to go there because I really wanted to go and meet up with Team Craft, right? Now, shout out to Derek Whitehead, his amazing staff, his amazing team, what the guys are doing. We love what they're doing out there, right? They're really helping people. And the event was phenomenal. People were on yacht parties and everything else, dipping their fingers in pinky sauce and putting it. They were doing all kinds of stuff. You guys seen it, right? But I will say this, the networking that came from out of there was far by none, man, one of the best networking events I had been to in a long time. And Lambo, they can actually tell you, I was barely almost even there. You understand? So the value that you're able to add in such a short time, you're able to turn around and really make a difference in people's life. I thought my workload, and this is the God honest truth, I thought my workload before the Miami event, and then we went away for a week from vacation with me and my family. So that's 2 weeks right there. I thought it was something before. I look at it now and say, oh my God, I thank you. I thank you, God, because I'm in a place, because a lot of people don't know what it took to get you to this place. A lot of people don't understand the value that when you're passing through. See, sometimes, man, in life, man, and this is the truth, man, and shout out to Damian Burris. We're going to have a lot of amazing people, man, on this show. But Damian Burris said, man, the opportunity of a lifetime only lasts a lifetime of opportunity. Some people, man, your opportunity may pass you by, and you may never, ever get back to that place that you truly desire, or you'll find yourself years later down the line like, I didn't take advantage of this opportunity, or I didn't do right by this, or I got to go make this apology, or I got to go make this right to get some things right. Because some people, man, I'm telling you right now, some opportunities are the key to unlocking your future or unlocking your next chapter of life. They're the key to unlocking some things that only you can go through them to get it done. You can try every way around. You can try going over the wall. You can try going under the wall and digging a tunnel. You can trying to blowing up a wall. But some people, man, God has designed and connected to you that is only designed for you in your life to get to that next level. By any means necessary, you got to go make it right. I promise you, I know what I'm saying, because there are so many times. Have you ever heard in Hollywood, and this is a true story, we got a chance on the trip to make it to Atlanta, right? We made it to Savannah. Savannah was amazing out from Hilton Head, but we made it to Savannah. Savannah was amazing. If you guys get a chance to go to Paula Dean's restaurant, check that out. Food was dope. Really older culture, really amazing city. But we got a chance to make it to Atlanta. And there was two things that I got to do when I was in Atlanta, right? I mean, we ate like pigs. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Lambo got his eat on. But there was two things that I got to do. And those two things that I got to do was to be able to make it to see and pass by, physically see Steve Harvey's home in Atlanta. If you guys get a chance, you know, I posted it on my story. You guys were seeing it all on my my feed and my storylines. It was like, oh my gosh, Lambo, that sucker was beautiful. I went back and forth till I got the video. My wife can tell you about 4 or 5 times out of that. But the scripture that he had on his front gate stuck out to me the most. Now, for those who know, I listen to Steve Harvey every day, sometimes 2-3 times a day. And I listen to his motivational messages. I've had you guys listen to the motivational messages. I've had you guys hear it and get it in your spirit over and over again. I've had you guys really digest that into you. But to really be able to see everything that he'd been talking about and been envisioning on his platform and really sharing with you, I really physically got a chance to see him actually living and walking that vision out. And that right there did something to me. That put something into me that Lambo, and I'm not lying to you. I've been around a lot and I got a lot of great, wonderful people and wonderful friends, man, who are doing some amazing things. But that one right there did something to me. Because not only in everything, man, did we take a photo and take video photography of his big stupid mansion that he had, but to see what he had on that front gate. And seeing what he had on that front gate, it messed me up, man. It messed me up, man, seeing him down in Atlanta having that on his front gate, because not only was he bold enough to be able to say, listen, I'm getting ready to go on ahead and talk about this thing. I'm getting ready to give y'all something, but I'm getting ready to go on ahead, man, and exercise this thing and put it on display so everybody see. Never be ashamed of what God has done for you and bless you in your life. And the scripture he had on there, man, was James 1:17. James 1:17. That scripture reads, every good and perfect gift comes down from the Father of heavenly lights. When I seen that, it was a big old rock. I don't even know if you guys can even see this. This was a big old rock. This was in front of his house. Look at that rock. Every good and perfect gift comes down from the Father of heavenly lights. James 1:17. It's outside his front gate. That's outside his front gate. So when I looked at that, I said, oh my goodness. I said, man, when you sit back up in here, man, and when we're out here and we're doing some amazing things, and while I'm there, even on the trip, even in Miami, shout out to Bill J. Bill J wind up had his first baby, and he's sending that to Lambo as well. And a lot of other people, man, a lot of other great things happened, you know, these last 2 weeks. But as I sat there and I seen that does something to me. I said, man, you got to be kidding me, man. This man decided to go on ahead and take action on what he was saying and decided to do this thing. And I'm telling y'all this right now. I've listened to so much stuff, and people say a lot of different things, right? Between, you know, just people, what they doing, how they doing it, how they making it. And I watch people, literally, I watch people take a hold of an opportunity. But I heard Steve talk about an opportunity that he had at Showtime at the Apollo. And this is where it kicked off. And this is where it kicked in for Lambo. And I hope it kicks in for you guys. He said he had enough money. He was down in Florida. got a call at the Showtime at the Apollo. He turned around, didn't have no money for no ticket. They called, the next phone call that he got was a phone call of a comedy club down in Florida who wanted Steve to come out there. This is before Steve became the big Steve that you know. Wanted him to come down there and rock it out for one night. So he did that. He went in, he made the money. I think he made like $75, right? 75, $100. He turned around, he did so good, the comedy club called him back the next night and says, could you do another night for us? He says, man, I could do another night. So he had his money for his ticket to make it to New York, right? He took that ticket, made it to New York, got to the Showtime at the Apollo, and says, man, look, I've been working, I've been flying all day. They said, man, listen, you can't go nowhere once you're here. He said, well, look, I just want to go down the street to get some chicken. I just need to get a bite. Man, look, I ain't ate all day. I've been actually out here traveling. I hustled up this money to get enough to get one ticket, man, to the Showtime at the Apollo. He turned around on that, man, got that chicken from KFC, came back to the studio because the guy told him and everything, man, look, I told you, you better be back here in 15 minutes or not, I'm locking it up. That's all he had was that 2 pieces of chicken. And he turned around and he says, man, he remembered looking over there as the time went by. And there you had people like Dwayne Johnson and Jamie Foxx and some of the other greats, man. D.L. Hewley walked in. And that was the first time. That was before who they were. And he got the chance to go ahead and meet those guys. And he says, man, you know what? DL, he did his thing. He said, Jamie Foxx, they booed him. Dwayne Johnson, they booed him. He said, and it was his turn to come out there and to do his thing. And all he had was, he had his jokes. So he started talking about his jokes with the eye. They fell out laughing of the joke about the eye that he did with the boxing. He later went on ahead and he left that stage, not knowing if he was going to go ahead and ever get a call back. They turned around and they called him back because he took a hold of that opportunity. That opportunity of the lifetime that most people would pass by. Say, I'm not going for that. I'm not going to do it. He seen the value of it. He went, did what he had to do. He went, did 2 back-to-back shows, got a line, 2 back-to-back shows up, so he had enough money to make it there. See, sometimes in everything, man, God want to allow your whole vision for your life. Like he'll tell you a thing. He'll tell you a certain thing, and then he'll show you some things, and then he ain't going to just tell you everything. You got to take it on your own initiative to go get it done and make it happen. And I lie not to you. I laughed because I have been in that situation so many times. I have been in a situation where I'm not lying to you, where I was like, should I go? Should I not go? I knew me going into certain conferences and me going to certain events sometimes wasn't all about me going meet the main speaker and meet the main person. Sometimes it was the connections of the relationships that I made with inside of that really helped bring value to who Lambo is and who Lambo is today. That blessed me knowing, man, that I was able to get down there, man, to Miami and meet up with Chef. Shout out to Chef, who actually flew in for that trip as well down in Miami and meet Julie and Jeremiah and Juliet and meet some of the other ones. But that sparked interest within more of the people that we got a chance to meet. Relationships. Relationships will take you into places or take you out of places. You want to be able to always have those right relationships with people. They will allow you to make sure that your life is going a whole lot more smoother. Today, I was afforded the ability to be able to speak to someone, right, who literally from other people may have went on ahead and been blackballed, right? And I said, listen, I'm going to afford you the ability because I really believe in what you're doing. I know what you're doing is dope. Everything that you're doing is dope. It is amazing. I know what you're doing. I want you to come work with Lambo. I want you to come work with me and my team. We got enough work around here to keep a lot of people busy for quite some time. Come work with me and my team because I'm excited. That person on there was literally over enthusiastic about working with Lambo and his team. That blessed my life because what that tells me is that person and everything, man, couldn't wait to go ahead and take advantage of an opportunity. I remember those moments wishing someone would call on my name or give me a phone call out the blue or send me a DM out the blue or a text out the blue and says, hey, Lambo, we've been thinking about you or we've been talking about you. So when I hear your name and you hear it, and it does come up a lot, Lambo, we got a chance to go on ahead, man, and talk about you. And we've been talking about you nonstop, and we've been saying this, we've been saying that. We can't wait to go ahead and do this and work with you. It blesses my heart because I remember the days when no one was talking about working with Lambo. People only were talking about working with me at my job. People were only talking about, oh, man, Lambo. Yeah, Andrew's a great guy. I mean, hard worker. That's what he does. They only knew you based off of the value I was able to bring to them in the space I was able to bring to them in. So while you were actually working in the workspace, you were able to bring value to them. While you're actually being right there amongst the people looking like everybody else. Oh, they're just another person. No one knows your full potential but you and God. And until you begin to tap into that, don't get discouraged. Don't get depleted. Don't hang your head down because life is full of twists and turns that will begin to bring you one place one moment and then shift you to another place the next moment. Don't you get down on yourself because life is not panning out the way that you think that it should be panning out. Remember when I was telling you guys, man, that in Hollywood there's a place or what they call is being blackballed in Hollywood, right? And that is because the person didn't make it right or they did something offensive to somebody else who literally had just a little bit more influence. And had that be the case, there have been actors and actresses and people, man, who I'm telling you were on every camera at one moment. And when the snap of a finger, they were literally sitting on the sideline, sitting at home, pleading and begging God to work so they can provide for their family. Because everything had dried up. Maybe it was because of their attitude. Maybe it was because of their arrogance. Maybe it was because of their being so boastful and so prideful. I don't know what the reason was. But because they did not make it right with the right people, their rivers dried up. Don't let your river dry up. With somebody, with someone, with a golden connection. And I talk about that. Remember, there's mentors, proteges, there's golden connections, which is key. It's key. Some of y'all don't know that. A golden connection is one of the biggest things that you can have in your life. That literally takes your life from where you currently are to where you currently desire to be. I've watched golden connections come in and out of my life and catapult me to another level. And I was like, oh my gosh, but I did right. I did right by them. I made sure that when the time and everything, man, a value came in, I was able to provide so much of value into their life that it was going to make it hard for you not to go on ahead and say, Lambo, yeah, I don't think you're the right man. No, it was going to make it hard for you to even utter that out of your mouth. And you had to utter out of your mouth, no, Lambo, he's the right person for this job. He's the right person that can handle this. He's the right person who knows the connections to get you to where you truly desire to be and where you want to be at. And because of that, I've been afforded some amazing people, amazing opportunities, amazing things that my life has been blessed and afforded the ability to. Today, just today alone, there was a gentleman, man, who I actually watched who, no lie to you, shout out to my cousin Errol. You know, I got to put this up on here, man. While I was going, I actually received this, right? Shout out to my cousin Errol for getting me this. Kobe Bryant, he already know. Kobe's over my shoulder, man. It's one of my biggest mentors in my life, man, and people and everything, man, who I truly and everything, man, honor, man, and respect. He's one of my GOATs, right? So one of the gentlemen who played with Kobe Bryant in the league, whose name was all over sports and stuff like that, same court with Michael Jordan and everybody else, literally I was on the phone today with. I literally laughed because I remember the times when speaking with certain people. I said, man, look, when I got on the phone, I even told him, how much and everything, man, a blessing he was. But I got down to business. Let's get down to business. No disrespect. I love what you did, love what you accomplished. I can go ahead and I can talk about it all night long. But let's get down to business. This is the real reason why you are on here with me, is because of the way I handle business, and you need a service that allows me to handle business and to work the room like I need to work the room so I can give you the results that you need to get. Do you understand what moments like that meant? Now, I do recall, man, after I did several meetings today, of me turning around and everything, man, and jumping on the channel and going to watch some of the games. And I'm like, hey, that's him. Look at it. And I'm laughing like, man, look at him going up and down. I'm laughing at these moments because what you don't think ever will happen in your life will happen for you. You just have to remain the course. You just have to stick to being who you are. And I lie not to you. It will actually happen for you. But not just that, it will happen to you, and you will be able to change someone's life around your life. Again, are you attracting the right people to you? Are you attracting all the negative people to you? Are you attracting all of the haters and all of the people, man, that are putting you down and really, man, spitting on your name? They're not really lifting you up. Who are you attracting around you? What does your potential look like? Now, I'm going to get to the comments in a minute, but I want to ask you a serious question tonight. Are you making value out of your potential? We're here at the end of this month, right? This is my birthday month in March. Everybody knew literally March the 10th was my birthday, and I had an amazing time, amazing weekend. So literally, like, from my birthday, I can almost say from my birthday up until now, this is probably the visiblest a lot of people have ever seen Lambo, right? Like visible, because for my birthday that Friday, man, till on, I literally been nonstop. And then traveling for those couple of weeks, nonstop. It's been on the go. It's almost 3 weeks. It's been on the go for Lambo. I can tell people this. It has been afforded in my life the ability to sit back and enjoy those small monetary blessings, but also those little things that most of us call sentimental value moments. Because I've worked hard to get to this point. And I continuously work hard every day. Like I let nobody try to outwork me. Like like my wife got this shirt, the man, the myth, the legend. Shout out to my wonderful wife. Like literally, when you hear Lambo Drew, when I was on the phone today and talking with somebody first time I ever met, Lambo Drew, they couldn't. Hey man, I'm excited to meet you. Blessings. But I want to hear your story. How can we add value to each other? Because I remember the times, the value that I was adding to so many other lives, sat behind the wheel of me being on a 40-foot city bus. Nobody was actually screaming my name. No one was actually asking for pictures or autographs or even being flipped out of even seeing me on the phone or even traveling and people saying, hey man, we can't wait to see this guy, or who are you? When nobody was asking that question, I was confident in who I was and what I could do. I was confident in my God potential. Are you confident in your potential? Are you confident in the things that you can do that will add value and bring so much joy and bring so much life to people that it will literally blow their minds? Or are you devaluing yourself? Let's get into that tonight. Potential. I want to start off with that. What is potential? The definition of potential is having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. Y'all see that? Having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. Are you making room for yourself? Are your gifts or the crafts or the things that you can do well, is it really making room for you? Do you see what you're able to be at in your future? Has your imagination took you into your future? If you have answered that question, 10 to 1, it's taking you into your future. Are you possessing it? Or are you really scared to go there? I don't want you scared to go there. I really don't. I want you in your fullest potential to be able to say with confidence, Lambo, I'm doing the best I can with what I have because I really can't wait to help somebody out for my potential of being in their future because I know what's going to happen. You are rewarded and compensated by the ability of problems that you choose to solve. Straight up. Straight up. I tell you guys this all the time. Doctors solve medical problems. Lawyers solve legal problems. Dentists solve teeth problems. What problem are you solving? How are you adding value to yourself? How are you adding and making value on your potential? And again, that potential, remember, that is showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. That does not mean you may not have it now or working on it now. But in the future, if you work really hard at it, if you really put some things together, what could you be? How limitless could you actually do some amazing things? Now let's speak on value, because that word gets tossed around so many times, and I think a lot of people have the misconception of what value is. Let's look at the definition of value today. The definition of value: the regard that something is held to deserve the importance, its worth, or usefulness of something. Oh my goodness. I got to say that one more time. Value is the regard that something is held to deserve the importance, its worth, or usefulness of something. Second definition: value is a person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. Gotta ring that bell myself. I gotta ring that bell myself. Again, value is the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, its worth, its usefulness of something. Second definition: a person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. See, most of the time we are handling value in totally different aspects in our life. And we value things, people, relationships, jobs. We value business. We value these things based off of many different scales. But when you look in the whole spectrum of things, we're talking about the value of your potential. I got personal to you tonight. Are you making value of your potential? That's one of the biggest things that I really desire for you to really go to this next level. Are you making it? Like Lambo, I don't know what I'm here to do. I don't know what I've been gifted to do. I don't know what I've been called to do. I really don't know. Like, I need for you to lock in and get locked in today on what your value is, what your importance is. What do you do the best? Or what can you do the best? If you have not figured it out yet, what can you do the best? that will bring so much value to really helping change lives around and bringing importance and shining the light to so many people around you to it illuminates what they are doing. So you guys are growing together, growing as a unit. Can I say something to you guys? I just really want to bring this on my chest to you because I get it. Some of you may have been feeling undervalued, underappreciated. You know, they overlooked you. Can I say this to you? Even Jesus was overlooked, misunderstood, misvalued. So if the Son of God was that, what does that make you? But you can't hold bitterness or hold a grudge or hold things against people. You just get up and move on. Move to the next people who can add value and see your potential. You're able to do some amazing things in their life and help them out. Can I share a few things? If you guys got a little time, I'll share a few things with you guys. Can I tell you how you can actually maximize your potential? Let me give this to you right now. This is amazing. I got 9 ways to maximize your potential. Let's go. Number 1, set clear goals. Set clear goals. Always just remember that. Nothing can maximize your potential like having clear, well-defined goals. Most people are not goal setting. So because they're not goal setting, they're not maximizing the fullest potential. Number 2, prioritize learning. I've always believed that one of the most valuable uses of time is learning. Prioritize learning is huge. You're saying to yourself, Lambo, I know everything. I know a lot. That's your point. That's your point. You know a lot. But do you know the right thing for you? See, the thing about it is having too much information and maximizing and adding value to your potential. I got specific with this thing, not of all the stuff you know. A lot of the stuff you know, like you may know how to rob a bank. How is that adding value to you? Straight up, when I was coming up, I knew and everything, man, how to do some illegal things. How is that adding value to me? At all. Nothing. It added no value to me. When I got a little bit older and I started seeing all of the people that was around my way who didn't add the value that matched with my potential, I just started weeding people out. Pleasure to talk with you, pleasure to know you, but you don't have to ring my phone every day. You don't have to text me, call me, anything. That's not adding any value to me. It does no justice. Have you prioritized your learning? Have you said, you know what, Lambo, you're right. If my potential is in this, I'm going to learn about this. If my potential is in this, I'm going to learn about this. If my potential is in this, I'm going to learn about this. All these things grouped together actually make me a better me, and I actually can function at a higher wavelength than where I'm functioning at now because I prioritized my learning. I didn't take everything. I was selective at me pouring into my gift and into my craft that I may add value to myself so I can add value to others. Number 3, practice mindfulness. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and engaged in the moment, has been linked to so many numerous benefits, including reduced stress, increased focus, enhanced emotional well-being. See, the thing about it is some of you guys are so off focus because what you are doing is you're letting the distractions of life get to you, than being locked in, zoned in, and saying, you know what, Lambo, you're 100% right. I'm practicing mindfulness. I have to be fully present. I have to be fully engaged. Can I say something to you guys right now? Some of y'all, this is not for people who are really doing their thing and in business, but for some of y'all, I'm going to just be straight up real with y'all. This right here is your biggest setback. This phone. It's your biggest setback. That's your biggest hindrance in your life. You may not want to hear it. Lambo's going to tell you the truth. Because you spend more time on this, looking up so much junk, entertaining so much mess, entertaining all the wrong conversations, picking up this phone, making the right conversations, making the right connections, putting the value back into yourself and saying, you know what? Instead of me surfing all day on social media, that's not doing you any justice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to learn. I'm going to write my book. I'm going to put my notes into my phone. And I'm going to go and contact the people that actually can start the book for me, or start the business for me, or make the connections of the people in the business. 90% of what I ever use this phone for is straight business. 90%. Straight up. 90%. You take away this phone from Lambo, and I promise you, it's the goddamn honest truth, or any one of my other phones, right? You take away that, I will still be able to do business. They just have to go a different way to go do business. What we do is we want to spend 50%. Some of you guys, 75, 80, and 90%, filling ourselves with junk in this phone. Looking at all the mess, looking at all the, I need something to entertain me. Really? How is that working out for you? No disrespect. I know people need to laugh, and they need to be sociable. They need to be all of this. But the people I'm around every day, they got real issues that really need addressing. That Lambo can't just say, yeah, I was sitting down there looking at on the phone all day, and I was sending these inboxes out and DMs out to people because it's really funny. How is that adding value to you? What has that done today that has added value into your life that you can effectively help change somebody else's life? What has it done? Most of the time, that has crippled so many people. So many people don't want to hear it. It's like, Lambo, no, you're not getting ready to draw me back. I'm addicted to my apps. I'm addicted to social media. I'm addicted to this. I'm not getting ready to go. Okay, let your addiction stop you from getting to the next level. I just want to be the coach to help you say, you know what, you can make it to the next level. If you're using social media, why don't you brand your business on here? Why don't you post about your business? Why don't you post connections? You post business and making money and doing business and doing collection. Add that to your potential. Make the right networking on there. Instead of just scrolling through all day. Yeah, I can't wait. Or you flick your phone or flick the TV. You got the TV and everything, man, on stuff that doesn't add any value to you. Oh, well, I got to watch this show and I got to watch it. How much of that is adding value to you? You need to get real with yourself. You need to have a checkup with yourself. And I'm telling you, the greatest question that I was ever asked, right? If you can tell me everything on your phone and on your TV that you watch and entertain a day is paying your bills, I'll sit here and wait. Because I can't wait to go ahead and learn that. Is it paying your bills? Is it getting you any further than where you currently are at? Has it increased your bank account at least 10%? Oh man, I couldn't wait to watch these shows, and I couldn't wait to get there, and I spent 90% of my day doing it. How much of value has that added to you? How much of it? I want to be real with you. If you want somebody to come out here on YouTube and social media and everything else and sugarcoat it to you, I want to be real with you. Certain people, when you're really, really locked in and you're helping people and you're out there, you're performing your mission, you don't have time to be focused on any of the other foolishness. You got time to be focused on your mission. All of us in life have a mission. Are you performing yours? Is God going to say at the end of your journey, and this is a true story, don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger. Like, hey, you know what you did with your life? The last 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, 90% of the time, all you did was watch, mess, and entertain TV shows and social media. That's all you did. What did you do that added value? What lives did you change? When you're reading out of that book and you're naming, you're reading all of your stuff, and you're reading, what did I do along my journey? Who did I help out throughout the day? Who did I help out? What did I bring value that allowed me to be able to know that my life and my purpose was fulfilled? And some of you guys are just filling time. Are you fulfilling time, or are you just filling time? It's a bar right there. Are you filling time? Oh, I'm filling time in. Hey, at this time, I know to watch this. At this time, I know to watch that. At this time, I know to do this. At this time, I know to do that. Or I am fulfilling my time while I'm here on earth. I'm fulfilling my purpose. I'm fulfilling what I've desired to do. You have to get real about yourself. You have to have a wake up, or what we call this a come to Jesus moment about yourself. Like, you know what? Am I really doing all that I really need to do? When the book is closed, when I take my last breath, have I done what I needed to do? And if I haven't done what I needed to do, I need to get on the ball. I need to get on the ball today. I need to start just filling life and fulfilling my life. I want you to be the best and maximize all your potentials that you have. But it's going to take you to putting in that extra effort, that work. We're going to the next one. Let's go. Sorry about that. Had to bring that in here. Number 4, value your time. Value your time. Recognizing the value of your time is a game changer when it comes to personal growth. Value your time. Number 5, cultivate positive habits. Habits can be powerful too for personal growth. The things we do repeatedly shape who we are and who we become. I just told you that, right? Whether it's making your bed the first thing in the morning and spending 30 minutes reading every day and taking a brisk walk after dinner, and positive habits can create a structure that supports your growth. Are you cultivating positive habits? Number 6, embrace failure. Embrace failure. There's a profound truth that's often overlooked in our pursuit of personal growth. Failure is an integral part of the journey. You're not going to get everything right. You are not going to get everything right. You're not going to get it right. But when you do see that it's not right, you got to say to yourself, you know what? You're right, Lambo. I got to make it right. I got to do better. I got to change the game because I haven't went on ahead and maximized my fullest potential. I haven't embraced the failure like that. What I did was I wallowed in the failure rather than finding a solution on why it failed and how not to fail the next time and how much more productive we can be the next time. Embrace it. But let it fuel you to go ahead and show you what victory looks like. Number 7, practice self-care. A few years ago, man, I just remember, man, constantly, always, man, I was just feeling drained. You know, I want to talk with y'all. Y'all want to hear Lambo. I felt drained. I was like, man, you know what? I'm out here, I'm working, I'm providing for my family, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So God has called me to do. You got to be a man. All right. I gotta do that. I understand that. But I wasn't practicing self-care. No matter how much of the time that I spent working on my goals outside of what I was doing and providing for the normalcy of my family, it felt like I wasn't getting any closer to my goals. It felt like I was getting further away. Felt like I wasn't the Lambo in front of you today. Can I say something to you? Do not get disturbed or do not get upset or emotionally detached when you don't see your goals look like they're working out for you. Keep pressing, keep fighting, keep moving forward. Things will change and happen to you. Trust me, I know. Practice self-care. Take that time away. Say to yourself, everything that I have done at this point is changing what I'm getting ready to do at my next stage of my life. Don't get burned out. Find yourself having that peace of mind, knowing that you can get away from stuff. You can read a book. You can relax. You can take a trip. Come back re-energized. Focus and lock yourself in to the thing that brings the most peace in your life. Watch how huge of a difference that makes. Number 8, seek feedback. This is something that a lot of people do not want to do. They don't want to seek feedback. They don't want to say, hey, how does this sound? How does this look? Does this look like it's going anywhere? Does this look like it's going? What does it look like to you, Lambo? Does it look like anything? How you do anything is how you do everything. And so you have to remember that. Like, hey, am I just putting it together just to put it together to say I got it done or I got through? Or did I go on ahead and put all of my effort into it to make sure that it not only looked great to me, but even better and greater to others? Seek feedback. That shows you your strengths and areas that you may need to improve on. No matter if it's family, friends, coworkers, just people and everything, man, who are going to give you constructive feedback. Number 9, last but not least, stay committed. Stay committed. I promise you, if you stay committed, it's gonna take you a lot. It's gonna, again, you're gonna have sleepless nights. You're gonna have lonely nights. You're gonna have lonely days. You're gonna have hours and days that you're really pouring into yourself. But stay committed. Stay focused, because you have a task at hand that allows you to be able to do some great things, that you're able to add the value to yourself, but to add value to other people. And speaking of adding value to other people, I throw this in for a bonus. 5 ways that you can add value to other people, right? Extend your network. This is number 1. Extend your network. That means attend conferences, attend networking events where you can promote your product or yourself and boost it to its visibility in the marketplace, right? So if you've been saying like, hey, I need to get to this conference, I need to get to this place, I need to get to this, I need to get to that, 10 to 1, you need to get to it. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? I'm giving it to you right now. You want me to go on ahead and tell you the lie? What are you waiting on? Get to that conference, buy that ticket. Plane, train, automobile, whatever you got to do to make it, make it. Because networking is going to allow you to get to that next level way faster than you actually twiddling your thumbs and hoping and praying that things are going to work out in your favor when you have to take the initiative. Here we go. The next one. Build a positive reputation. Build a positive reputation. That's huge. Me and some People today were on the phone call. We were talking about reputation, what it means. A lot of people you're going to let down in your journey. It's just part of it. I mean, you're not going to be able to go and fulfill everything for everybody. It's not going to be 100% proof. There's going to be some people who are going to speak negative on your name. They spoke negative on Jesus' name because you were not able to fulfill the end of the bargain. But don't you give up. Move on to the next one. Dust your feet. Keep going. You have work to do. There is people out there for you. The masses are more out there for you than you being caught up between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. And you got the masses in front of you. Continue to keep going. Don't beat yourself up over that. Another one, look for opportunities to innovate. A lot of people are not looking for opportunities to innovate, right? Straight up. Look for opportunities to innovate. I promise you, if you can say, hey, if I would do this, I would change this, I would change that, people and everything, man, will be looking at you more in a better sense to actually do business with and say, hey, man, hey, lady, we literally love what you're doing. We love that you bought a new concept, a new idea. We never thought of it that way. We never thought of it in that perspective. And you're able to do something in a total different perspective that will actually allow value and bring change into their lives. I'm telling you what I know. Also, number 4, be a brand advocate. Don't be afraid to make sure that somebody is branding themselves. Why are you going against branding yourself? Most people are trying to ride off of everybody else's coattail. Amazon rode off of his own coattail. Can I tell you that? Tesla rode off of its own coattail. Apple rode off of its own coattail. Microsoft rode off of its own coattail. They didn't ride off of everybody else. They believed in their brand. Believe in your brand. Believe in what you do. Believe in someone else's brand. Be a brand advocate. Say, hey, man, I'm here to help build your brand. What it is it going to take for you to help build your brand? Let me know. And then you help build that. You bring the right resources around so that brand could boom to the next level. And can I tell you something? When that brand is booming to the next level because of you decided to really put the energy and effort into building that brand to the next level and being an advocate for that brand, guess what? They said, hey, because of you, we got to take you along with us because you help do that. Build that brand advocate. Watch what I tell you. And number 5, last but not least, smile often. Smile. 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 Do you know that, and this is the God honest truth, right? The Bible says, man, a cheerful heart doeth good like medicine, right? So some of y'all just need to smile. Do you know smiling will bring and attract more people to you that literally have the best of benefits or the best of interest or the best of ideas and brands? People want to see people who are smiling. You not smiling is like going to a dentist who does not smile but is always frowning all the time. That dentist is coming in there to do one thing when they're not smiling, and that is definitely to inflict pain on your mouth. I promise you that. You want a smiling dentist. You don't want a dentist that's not smiling. So smile often. You don't know that you will actually attract a more better conversation, and a candid conversation with so many people. And I know it's going to be hard to get out of people's element. Like, Lambo, you really want me to smile? I want you to smile today. Smile. It's not going to go ahead and hurt you. Your muscles, it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. God gave you a reason to smile. He gave you a smile to smile. The reason why he gave that for you so that you can actually brighten up people's day. People love to see people smiling. They're coming, they're smiling. Hey, how you doing? Hey, my name's, Mr. Pinky. You understand? My name is Mr. Pinky. Hey, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Pinky. And Mr. Pinky is smiling the whole time. Hi. You understand? Listen, people love to see people smiling. When you're not smiling, people are like, I don't know where to take them. I don't know what's going to come out their mouth. I don't know what's getting ready to happen. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, and people are literally drawn away from people who are not smiling. and more prone to people who are actually have a positive and upbeat, really nice attitude to smile. So those are your 5 that you can actually add value to people's life, as well as those 9 that I listed before of maximizing your potential. Again, maximize potential. Number 1, set clear goals. Number 2, prioritize learning. Number 3, practice mindfulness. Number 4, value your time. Number 5, cultivate positive habits. Number 6, embrace failure. Number 7, practice self-care. Number 8, seek feedback. Number 9, stay committed. And those 5 for adding value is extend your network by making sure you attend conferences, networking events. Number 2, build a positive reputation. Number 3, look for opportunities to innovate. Number 4, be a brand advocate. And number 5, smile often. Those will definitely help change your life and help push you into a greater direction and a greater blessing to really help people. Now, definitely, I got to get to the chats. I really wanted to bless y'all with that information. I got to go say hello to some people, man, because y'all been waiting for over an hour, and I didn't want to make this long today. I just want to make sure you guys knew that definitely Lambo was in the building and showing you some love and bringing some value on making value of your potential, maximizing every moment you have. Shout out to you guys for that message tonight. LA Law is in the building, man. Shout out to you, LA Law. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope all is well. Yes, everybody is well. LA Law, full salute for you definitely grabbing that, man. Money's in the building. Hello, man. Shout out to you, Money, man. Thank you for being in the building. Julie Crafton is in the building. Team Crafton, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, they have became, man, my peoples, man. Like Team Crafton, they already know. Serious business with them. Loving all that they are doing and all the support that they are showing to Lambo and really being able to make a lot of great communications and wonderful networking, man, with Team Crafton. They are killing it. Told you we was down there kicking it in Miami with them. They had a ball. Jeremiah ain't never been the same since. Julie is definitely doing a thing. Shout out to Juliet too, man, who we will have on the show of making that awesome connection and everything, man, with the homie, man, down there in Florida. My wonderful wife is in the building saying hello to everybody. Shout out to my wife, man, for doing her thing. Thank you for all that she has done, especially having this wonderful road trip that we just came off of, which was an amazing road trip. Truly thank my wonderful wife. Full shout out to you, Mrs. Johnson. You already know, baby. Misfit Enterprises say, hey there, good people. Hope all is well with everyone doing this holy work. Yes, everybody is well. Shout out to you, Misfit Enterprises. Thank you for definitely tapping in and blessing us even more, man, with your wonderful responses. Truly, we love to even have that, man, right here on The Lever Show. Money showing love to LA Law. Loving to see that. My cuz is in the building. Shout out to you, cuz. Truly appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you have done. I told you I got right here. Magazine right here, cuz, man. Shout out to you for that. Really appreciate you for that, man. You already know. That's right next to, a lot of people don't know this, but I have this in here. Right next to my Lamborghini car, man, that I keep, man, in here as well, man. So, you know, I keep the doors up, man. That's how the living, man. I keep it. So that match, cuz, that match perfectly, especially that picture behind my head, man, of that, man. So shout out to you and everything, man, for that. Fully appreciate you, man. You already know, man, cuz it's love. LA Law showing love to Julie and Mrs. Johnson. Good to see you. Shout out to you, LA Law, for that. LA Law showing love to Misfit Money. Errol, good to see you, man. Misfit Money saying, hey there, LA Law showing you love. Cuz says, man, cuz LA Law Money. Julie Misfit, how are y'all, man? LA Law said, doing great, Errol. How about yourself, man? Loving that, man. Misfit Enterprise say, doing well, Errol. Hope all is well on your end. Shout out to you for that. Yes, it definitely is, man. I'm great as well. Shout out to them and everything. My cuz showing love. Sounds like they had them on standby. Man, that's what it felt like. That them pilots and everything had us down there in the Kakalakis, man, in North Carolina and South Carolina. South Carolina is beautiful, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy, that is, let me tell you something. I got to say it, man, one time. When I got to South Carolina, my wife and kids, they heard me say this all the time. Put some salt in your mouth. Shout out to the Kakalakis, man, when we got down there, man. Oh, man, they allowed us to put some salt in your mouth down there, man. They showed us so much love down there. It was a beautiful time, man. But, oh, my God, I'm trying to tell y'all this right now, man. They definitely got us right. So appreciate you for that. Dee Dee's in the building. Where you at, Dee Dee's, man? Shout out to you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys for that. That is amazing. You guys don't even know that DD's has definitely doing some amazing things. They're really killing it out there in California. And I got a chance to talk with Dave. I think I was on vacation, and Dave was actually saying, man, to me, he was visiting some people out in Hawaii, man, and having a good time and doing this thing. And I know Seeker of Knowledge is out there, if I'm not mistaken, in Cali, and they wanted to hook up, man, with DD's, man, and get that full DD's experience. So shout out to Dave and Chris and the entire McClendon family who are killing it, man. We love you guys. You guys are truly amazing and killing the game, man. So make sure you guys are ever out west, make sure you slide in on DD's Chick and Cat Shack, because they're really, really, really helping change lives, man, out there with some good food, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. They're killing it. LA Law says, man, showing love to DD's, man. Good to see you. Loving to see that. You already know that, man. My champ is in the building. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another stream of The Leverage Show. You got this fire. Appreciate my son, man. He out there, man, showing love. Love, love, love to see, man, like a pop, man, having his son out there and his kids out there, man, showing love on this broadcast. Means everything, man. LA Law saying, hi, Lamayan. Good to see you. Loving that, man. DD's Chicken Cat Shack, man, showing love to LA Law. Loving that love, man. Cuz says, man, Errol, man, what's up, your mind, young cuz? Showing love, man, to his young cuz. You already know. Champ is showing love to LA Law, man. Loving that, man. DD showing love to Champ in the building. You already know they definitely got to show love to the junior, man. Issa showing love. Shout out to you, Issa, for being in the building, man. He definitely been blessed. Hopefully this bless has got a chance to really bless and ignite a fire into a lot of you guys out there. Shout out to you, Issa, man, for you killing it out there, man, in Utah, and you doing everything. Peace to you, all of you, man. Peace to you all. I'm late, but I'm here now, brother. You definitely were here and in the building. So, brother, you ain't definitely late. You made it on time, brother. So shout out to you for that. LA Law showing love to IC, man, in the building. You already know. Errol showing love, man, to IC. What's going on, man? You know what it is. Cuz say, man, Drew, you touched on something. We never really took trips as a kid. And now that we're parents, going out of town, opening up our kids to different places, it's truly amazing. Family vacations. Because when I was coming up, me and my wife, we can definitely talk about this, right? We talk about my wife's trips coming up, right, to our trips coming up, right? And our trips coming up look totally different than what my wife's trips, where they were going and all of that good stuff. So my kids have, and I'm not, this is not me just saying this. My kids have been just about almost everywhere in the United States, just about almost everywhere. They have visited so many states and cities and seen it, bird's eye view, and seen a lot of great things. They've been blessed way further than I ever been. Like I said, I remember only 3 states when I was coming up. We had Texas that we went to. We had Mississippi that we went to. I think one time, man, my dad, he used to drive for Gillette, took me to Arkansas. I think it was Arkansas, right outside of Shreveport, then Arkansas, right up there for Gillette. And I remember that. It may have been a little bit of Alabama. I think we touched a little bit of that going through Mississippi over there. But that was it. There was never a Florida vacation. There was never a New York vacation. There was never Chicago, never California, never. It is what it is, because our parents were focused on providing for us and doing for us. That wasn't a bad thing. Hey, that's what I came up with. You understand? So me knowing Texas, I knew Texas and Mississippi real well. You understand? If I knew those, I was good. That was a blessing to us. But I made it the point and everything, man, to make sure that I took my kids. When I got the means to make sure I take my kids, go take them everywhere. Take my wife everywhere that she desires. Jaheim always says this verse, man, in Just in Case, right? If you never heard the song, Jaheim, Just in Case. Shout out to Ja actually being back on the scene. But Jaheim says this verse, he says, haven't I taken you almost everywhere? And, that's the God honest truth. When I look at that, I was like, man, I remember not being able to go to these places, and we have knocked down. I'm telling you, if we not almost cleared 50 states, we almost right there at clearing all 50 states, straight up. We probably got maybe just a handful of them if left to clear, but that'll be it. And we have been through every state and seen it bird's eye view. And I've been blessed and fortunate to do that in my lifetime with my kids. So I made sure that my kids, could do that, could experience that. And I said, man, no disrespect, but just go ask some of your classmates. Go ask them. I'm not lying to you. Go ask some of your classmates. I said, because some of your classmates may have not been to, some of them I know have not been outside of the state, right? Because it's not a common thing. But some of them may have only been to 2-3 cities. You guys have a blessing when you guys are seeing that and getting ready to do world tours and taking stuff, overseas. So when I look at the affordability that we've been able to do, that's because I put in hard work. And I remember being out there on that beach in Hilton Head, man, just this past week. And I remember we had a beachside, place where we're looking at the ocean and went down and went swim out there with the kids in the Atlantic. And I remember and stuff like that. I remember that I prayed for times like these, when I was coming up. I prayed for times like these when I was coming up. If you guys never heard, testimonies and people, y'all need to get with some people. Go network with some people. Hear their testimonies. Cuz can tell you, man, coming up in New Orleans, you scrapped for every dollar you had. I actually remember, I'm trying to tell you this right now, I would go paint with my uncles. Shout out to my Uncle Jake and all of them, man. I would paint with my Uncle Curtis, man. I would paint with him. I would go ahead and I would cut grass with them. I would, especially with my Uncle Curtis, I would collect cans. So people don't even know about the scrap yard, taking it to the aluminum yard. They don't even know about selling cans and selling scraps and nothing like that. Putting it in the back of the truck. They don't know about this. My job coming up, my uncle would take the cans and he had nothing but bags on bags on bags. And his truck would be so full of cans and bags, he would have it tied down. My uncle had one of the big old Ford F-550s. I think he had a Chevrolet one like that too, if I'm not mistaken. And we would tie it down with ropes all around that joint with a canopy on top with the truck rack, the old truck rack. A lot of people don't even know what that is. And we had them bags and we would pack that sucker in. Now, our job was to smash the cans down, right? We had to take the cans out the bag, step on them with our feet, and smash them down to as much as you can do to fit more cans in the bag. You never just took a can and just threw it in there, right? I mean, that's wasting bags. You could probably get 2-3 times more what you would do if you would just throw in a regular aluminum can in there. So our job, we were coming up to go ahead and smash the cans down. And we would go hustle with my uncle, right? And that blessed me knowing the drive that my uncles had and my dad had, my pops had, and so many people, man, that they had in our life of doing hard work. You understand? I was cutting grass with a lawnmower, taking a lawnmower out at 12, 13 years old, going cut grass. Well, it's time for me to go cut grass. We had to go make extra money by any means necessary. So we made a couple of dollars. My uncle would be like, hey, you really can't do nothing here, but if you can hold this or do that, I make a job and I pay for you, put a little extra money in your pocket. So that just felt great, as a kid coming up, man, doing those little things. Now, I look at the kids now. We're not collecting cans or anything. They have to, most of these kids now, if they try to have to do physical labor that we came up doing, I promise you they wouldn't make it. They just wouldn't make it, straight up. But I'm thankful of the kids now to use their brains, use their intellect skills, and use other skills to make happen. So you got to be thankful and fortunate when you actually see maybe the kids didn't come up the way that you came up, but be thankful that they did come up the way that they came up, and they can use other value and potential skills so that they can go ahead and thrive through life. At the end of the day, that's what any parent would want, is to make sure that their kid is thriving through life and making sure that they're getting through life, man, to be well taken care of, to handle their responsibilities. That's what we're here, bud. Shout out to you, cuz, for that, man. Dude, it was a blessing, man. Going to we would stay at the Tidewater 2 Hotel or whatever hotel that we can get, man, in Texas, just to go to Astroworld, man, was everything, man. I mean, made it didn't seem like nothing for y'all, but that was like Disney World for us. You understand? That was Disney World for us. Like, man, we just drove 5.5 hours, 5.5, 6 hours. And we got out here to Houston, no matter, you staying in the Hilton and the Marriott, we staying at the Motel 6 or the Tidewater. We out there still getting it. That was love for us. We knew at that point, like, man, we're thankful just to be out here because we understand what the value is of $1 and parents making things stretch. Shout out to every parent. If you are out there, you're making it stretch, making $1 stretch, making some things happen. I really want to commend you and appreciate for everything that you are doing out there. Shout out to you. Issa showing love to LA Law, Arrows, Deej, Money, and everybody else, man. Issa showing love to my wonderful wife, loving that, man. Julie said, you are a blessing, man. You guys are a blessing, man. We're a blessing together. That's what we're here out here. My baby showing love to Dee Dee. Shout out to them, man. Issa showing love to LA Law, Arrow, man, and Misfit and Julie. Julie showing love to Issa, man. Love it out here. No problem, cuz. Anytime, man, cuz that's what we do best, man. Larry, Seeker of Knowledge, is in the building. Shout out to Larry being in the building. Seeker of Knowledge, man. He is out there in California doing some great things. Doing some great things. He is accompanying his wonderful family out there. And I know it's supposed to be hooking up with Dee Dee's and all of them, man. So shout out and everything to them out there. Make sure T is no longer running, okay? Make sure T is able to receive all of those blessings. Listen, let me tell you something, Larry. And we got to talk, Seeker of Knowledge. Make sure all of those blessings, make sure every last blessing that T deserves, T gets. Okay? No longer is you are sitting there waiting to see if the blessing is going to happen. Go make it happen. Go make it happen, man. Larry, you already know, man, it's your time. Get the watch, man. It's your time, brother. Shout out to you. Dee Dee's Chicken Cash Shack, man, showing love and everything, man. Shout out to you, man, for that, man. Showing love to IC. My baby saying, hey, bro, you already know, man. Larry saying, what's up, sis? Larry, get that watch. Hey, look at me. Larry. You already know Lambo talking to you, man. We love you. We love sis. Make sure that them blessings are fulfilled this year. We're not going to allow God to go another year. I don't care if you have to, God got to strap T down in a chair, right? In a full doctor's chair. Like the little gurneys that they be having on hospitals and stuff like that. If you got to strap T down on a gurney and says God wants to bless you, make sure she receive those blessings, man. Let's go. Shout out to Larry and T. You guys don't know this. It's their anniversary, right? So that's why I'm laughing, because it's, I'm saying, hey, these blessings are going to overtake you. And this is the God honest truth. Blessings are overtaking you, right? And we really want the blessings to overtake T. So what you guys put in there, big happy anniversary to Larry and T. Their wedding anniversary is amazing. They've been together for some years, but it has just been a blessing to be able to know friends like that and know what they're doing and how they're really helping, man, change lives, man. And really, their family just being blessed, man, really does something to me, right? And anytime we get a chance to get out here, man, let's bless the families. Let's support the families that are really, really, really doing what they need to do, okay? Let's support these families that really, really, really are being a blessing and acting in leadership, right? In leadership. Now, T, I'm going to say this to you right now. Lambo going to stay on you. Lambo going to stay on you. I'm here for you, Larry. I'm here for you, T. Make sure there is no more turning down blessings, okay? No more turning down blessings, T. that's wiped up out of your vocabulary after the day, you need to take care of that staff. Thank you. Larry, LA Law saying, seeker of knowledge, good to see you. Showing love to the seeker of knowledge, man. I'm good at prioritizing. Yes, she definitely is, man. That's my wonderful wife. Larry, showing love to LA Law. Shout out to you, seeker of knowledge, for that, man. Filling time or fulfilling my time. Which one are you going to be at? Are you going to be just filling the time in, or you fulfilling the time? Make fulfillment out of your time. Don't just be filling the time. It's another day. I already got my things in rotation that I want to do, and you're doing everything that you did the day before and the day before that and the day before that. Make improvements on you. Put a demand on you. Put a demand on the value for you. That's what we want to do, right? Right? Put a demand on that value. If there is 44 blessings that need to be given, 44 blessings need to be received. Do you understand that? If there's 22 blessings, if God blesses you with grace or mercy, whatever he does, if the blessings are given, there's this, it coincides with each other. Blessings are given, blessings are received. You need to open your hands up and receive your blessings. Stop filling your time and start fulfilling your time. All right? Fulfill your mission. Now, it's amazing that, this is God honest truth, we can go into the military, and the military can go ahead and give us an order, and we fulfill that mission, right? And we do it whether we like it or not, because what the military has done of fulfilling that mission and telling you to fulfill that mission. But now, all of a sudden, when you actually have this is your ace, this is your business partner, this is your person that is allowing you in life to get to that next level, give you a demand. You need to say, you know what? Let's go. Let's make this happen. Start that business. Start that journey. Start that book. Start it. Fulfill your mission. Fulfill your mission. Whatever you do, stop running from your blessing. Stop running from it. Stop running from your blessing. Go ahead and receive it. Stop running. All right, let's get to this, man. I'm sorry, man. Errol saying seeker of knowledge, blue whale. That's good. Shout out to Coach, man. Shout out to Coach Rashid, man. You guys ever just think of a thought and you guys ever love Coach? Send Coach some blessings, man. Love what Coach Rashid is doing, man, his way. But definitely, man, I knew Coach has taken a huge blow at the beginning of the year with a family member passing away, and it has affected my coach. So make sure you guys definitely are keeping him in your prayers, man, because that's my guy. That's my right-hand guy. We're going to make sure that Coach Rashid Hill is doing his thing, man. Barbara Falcon, shout out to you, cuz. Hey, man, that's right. Hey, we out here, man, getting it, man. You already know we taking care of business out here, cuz, doing what we do best, man. Appreciate you, man. For those who don't know, man, this Errol and my cousin Barbara, man, are definitely, this is family right here. Family for both sides. Y'all definitely know, man. We love. So when I see family supporting, this truly makes Lambo's heart tonight, man. Blue Sky is in the building. Shout out to you, Blue Sky. Thank you for doing all that you do, man, and bless us each and every single time, man. You come on this show. You truly know what your blessing, your presence mean to the Leverage Show. Shout out to you for that. My mother-in-law is in the building. Hello, glad my family had a safe trip. We got a chance to be with my mother-in-law. Shout out to the mother-in-law in Ohio, man. And I got a chance to really help out with a wonderful time, man, with my mother-in-law and really just enjoy some time and stuff like that. If y'all have not had, and I need y'all in the chat, you know, these airline cookies, they give these cookies out called Biscoff. And that's what it is. It's Biscoff, right? Oh, my goodness, man. Biscoff, I will fight somebody for a Biscoff cookie, right? Because, I mean, my wife, she don't never eat them. She turns around and give them to me and stuff like that. But, boy, we found at the store, Biscoff actually has a Biscoff butter, right? Like it's It's amazing. It's a Biscoff butter. Y'all got to go look at those little cookies that they give you on the airplane and stuff like that for the Biscoff. Y'all got to go get the Biscoff butter out there and put the Biscoff butter on top of the Biscoff cookies. It is insane, man. Insane. If y'all ain't never had the Biscoff butter with the Biscoff cookie. Oh, my goodness. My mother-in-law had some of that, man, and then literally went insane after that. She said, Andrew was right. It really is good. I said, yeah, I know I'm good, man. So shout out to my wonderful wife doing that. Is this the man himself, Jeremiah Crafton? Pinkies up, Lambo. Shout out to you, Jeremiah. We really appreciate that. That's our brother. That is Julie's wonderful better half, man. My guy, Mr. Jeremiah Crafton. Tim Crafton is just killing it. It's just so great to being able to have him on this show, man, and really being able to show some amazing love, man, and being out here, man, with the Leverage Show. We love you, Jeremiah, brother. We really give you a full pinky salute. The message last week or the week before about the pinkies, man, and swearing pinky, that was because of Jeremiah. Jeremiah, man, literally is this brilliant guy. If you ever got a chance to really meet him, I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Him and his wife, they're not playing. They are serious about helping people out. If you're into the e-commerce space or wanting to get into the e-commerce space and you really need like real direction with real generals and real people who have made 6 and 7 figure businesses, they currently are running, multi-million-dollar business now. And I'm so proud of them for that. And they're helping others run their businesses as well. You guys want to get what Team Crafton. I'm telling you right now, you guys are ever looking to do something hands-free where you don't even have to really go ahead and put your hard-earned sweat into it. You want to get with Team Crafton. They're killing the game. I'm telling you what, couldn't meet two more greater individuals than Julie and Jeremiah Crafton, man. Shout out to Team Crafton and everything that you guys are doing. And they got way more to come. I'm trying to tell you this right now. They were the hottest commodity of people talking about them in Miami. I have had several conversations since Miami with people even today, and they are consistently talking about Julie and Jeremiah and bringing their name up with so much great stuff that they're doing. They're killing the game, man. Shout out to Julie and Jeremiah, man, for doing their thing, man. Really appreciate you guys. My guy, Big Ant Deloach is in the building. What's up, Leverage Show family? So Anthony, man, I got a funny story. So Big Ant is actually on vacation in Vegas, right? And Big Ant is like, Lambo, you already know what time it is. He's like, man, I'm down here and we got this thing in the Lambo Lounge. If you're not in the Lambo Lounge, you are missing it. We have actually had people, and I really won't go into numbers, but we've actually had people, man, who have physically became within 30 days of a $2,000 became millionaires in the Lambo Lounge for the stuff that we're providing. We had people who've 10X, 100X, 1,000X, some stuff that we are doing by just following what we are doing. And I'm on a roll, and it's a true story. And I get this message, and it's Big Anthony Deloach. If you guys are not like and subscribe, please go follow him, man. I mean, his channel is killing it, man. And Anthony Deloach says, Lambo, I want to thank you. People are in the chats. Again, this is for leaders only, right? And he said, I want to thank you. Now, the other side of Lambo Lounge is just, it's a free fall. You can actually just listen to do what we do. But if you follow the steps, you'll be blown away. So I started something, 30 days ago, man. And a little over 31 days now. Didn't know where the journey was going to take us at and where we have been at on this 32nd day. I think today is the 32nd day. We have watched people change their lives. Big Anthony Deloach told me, he says, Lambo, because of this group, my wife, man, her account within 3 days did like 1,100%. Not 100%, 1,100%. 1,100%. His wife's account from the information that the group has been sharing. I couldn't have been more proud. I'm literally, I seen, like I said, I had limited stuff when I was on that road trip. But boy, when I seen that, And I said to myself, I said, man, this right here is insane. People will never even believe you. People will never even be able to say, oh man, that's the truth. He's just joking. He ain't telling you guys, man, the truth. When I seen that, and I remember going through this part of I think we were in West Virginia at the time, that my whole service was kind of jinky out there, man, this entire trip. But at least I had Telegram. I had Telegram, and I had enough to post on at least Instagram, and Instagram is tied to Facebook. So if I had that, I was good. I was like, I ain't got to worry about it. I got to make sure my guys get what they need every day to do what they need to do. But when he said that his wife went up 1,100%, almost wrecked the truck in 3 days. There's people in life, and I promise you, they will never, ever do anything to really help anybody or to help people. And I really started this, man, this journey over 3132 days ago with inside a group, not charging them anything. I don't want nothing from y'all. I want to see you guys succeed. That's what I want to see you guys. I want to see you guys succeed, like genuinely see you succeed. And the stuff that people really got a chance to do. And remember, Anthony started late too with this. Had he started with everybody else, that number would have been about 10,000, 20,000 X. Right? Not $20,000, but 20,000 X. He would have went on ahead and put it out the water. And I said to myself, if a person can start late, so this is a testament, no matter where you're starting, you have divinely been positioned to start where you start at in life. So because your life is designedly destined for the course it's supposed to be on, for the people you're supposed to meet at the right time, at the right place. Never beat yourself up and saying to yourself, you know what, Lambo, I wish I would have did this years ago. I wish I would have did this now. I would have did this. No, you wouldn't be connected to the people God has brought you to you right now. And sometimes being connected to the people that you are right now is the biggest impact and the biggest plan that God can ever have for your life. And I'm so thankful at this point in my life to be able to get testimonies and results and seeing people saying, man, Lambo, I did 12%, I did 3%, I did 5%, I did whatever number you did. Like, this blessed my life. I did 10 times. I'm seeing this and I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, I appreciate you guys for entrusting me and trusting Lambo. I told you guys right there on the broadcast that I had something for you guys. And we got so much more for you guys that it's to offer this. It's going to be amazing. And you guys want to stay connected because we have something amazing here. Most people, man, and this is the God honest truth, they wait weeks to months to get into my calendar, straight up, just to talk to me. Weeks and months. While I'm there on Telegram, I can kind of like talk to people just a little bit more, like, hey, I know I'm busy with the Zoom, a call, a phone call, or whatever I'm doing and everything, man, or, friends, family, meeting with people, whatever. But at least if I can communicate, I can put a few things in, make sure you guys are good. We can kind of communicate. We can kind of talk or whatever. We're still able to communicate through life. That blesses me because I know that there are people, and it's the God honest truth, they're lining up to say, Lambo, we can't wait to do business with you. Can't wait to do this with you. Can't wait to say this. And they take value of their time when they actually have with me. And some people, man, they miss the boat. Some people and everything, man, you'll see they're cut off at a certain moment because of X, Y, and Z. And that boat never turns back their way. It just, boom, it goes on to the next one because there are that many more people along your journey who you need and God is putting your path to make sure that you are connecting with so you can help get them to the next level, right? Anthony Deloach has been that one. Shout out to what he's done, what he's doing, his message and everything else that he brings across the channel, giving hope to the people. He has been that guy, man. And I really appreciate what you've done and really what you're doing. And people don't even know, man, but he has in store. We got something big for you guys. Me and Anthony and a lot of the other leaders, we're definitely talking to put something together. You guys don't want to miss out because I'm telling you, it's going to be life-changing and life-blowing. If you guys are not liking and subscribe to this channel, please go like and subscribe today. You guys will definitely thoroughly be blessed by my guy, Big Anthony Deloach. Powerful message tonight as usual, Lambo. Appreciate you, man, General, man. The 7's in the chat. You already know, man, when we see you, brother, it's full salute, man, on to you. Thank you for being an inspiration to Lambo, that I can turn around and be an inspiration back to you guys, because I really want to see you guys win. Like, I genuinely, there's some people say that, like, they want to see you win, and they really, like, low-key kind of like jealous if you start winning and get it. Nah, I really want to see y'all win. Like, I really desire to see y'all win and win your family, and somebody can take care of their family or take care of their bills and have a little bit more money left in the bank at the end of the month than they did at the beginning of the month. This makes Lambo's day a whole lot more better. It makes my month, it makes my year. This is why I smile. This is why I tell people, man, get addicted to purpose. Get passionate about your purpose. Get passionate about what you do, because it literally affects so many people in the value, in the life, in the short time you may have with people. I remember there were people, man, who were in certain seasons of my life that, man, we would talk all the time, and we would be right there. And you remember the seasons. You remember those vividly. Like, man, I remember those seasons in my life when this person was there and that person was there, and they actually had that. And then boom, it's just like, boom, it's a shift. And it's like God to say, oh, next partner. It's almost like you're doing dancing. You guys ever square dance and stuff like that, man? And it's the next partner, and you square dance with the next partner. And sometimes you never make it back to that original partner. You have to remember that. So you take advantage of those times and those moments, special key people in your life, because I'm telling you what, it will help bless and change your life that you may never ever get a chance to get back to. You may never ever get a chance to get back and be like, man, you know, I remember that person. I remember this time. I remember this. Sometimes, man, a text, a phone call, when they don't come through right, it really, I watched it go the opposite way, and it goes years. It goes years. There were people that Lambo was talking. I'm not lying to y'all. It's God honest truth. Lambo could pick up the phone. We would talk all the time. And I look years later down the line, it's a whole different set of people. Look at your circle today and tell me, is this the same circle that you've been rolling with? If you've been really evaluating and going to the next level and escalating, going to the next level, look at your circle today and see this is the same circle that it was there 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Some of y'all have changed the circle. Your circle has changed within 1 year, 2 years, 6 months. Like, some people, when you do real deep evaluation of the value that people bring, you will see there is people, man, they're coming to your life for a season in a reason. And you have to understand that. Don't go on ahead and then fight against it. Just know that whoever God is connecting you has more value, or you have more value in their life, or they have more value in your life in the next chapter that you're with. I promise you, don't go ahead, man, and be shy of you actually having people, man, being cut off in the seasons that once were those main resources in your season at one point. I'm telling you what I know. My wife says, man, Blue Sky and Mr. Deloach showing love. Happy anniversary to Larry and T. Full blessings, man. Full onslaught blessings, man. Larry says, thank you, sis, man. Showing love, man. I love that and everything, man. Happy anniversary, Larry and T. Many blessings to you both. Love that, man. Love them putting that in there, man. Dee Dee's Chicken Cash Shack, man. Showing love with that. Happy birthday blessings. Happy anniversary blessings to Larry and T. Happy anniversary, Seeker of Knowledge. I love that, man. They told me T is, you guys make sure you guys pray for T. I think they say she is getting a, what is that? Like an armor jacket. She has to get an armor jacket or something like that, man. Because all those blessings that's going to be hitting her life, she's going to need an armor jacket, all right? So you remember those ones you used to joust in the back of the medieval days and stuff like that? She's got to have a full blessing like that on. She's got to have like a joust suit on, because all those blessings are raining down on T's life. It's going to be insane, man. Shout out to you, T, Larry and T, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all, man. right here, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Larry says, thank you, Harold, man, showing love. My baby says, oh, my God, there you go. Thank you, Misfit Enhancement, man. Larry showing love, man. Love that, man. T is on a run. T, don't you run from your blessings. If the old saying says, if you don't want it, I'm going to take it. If you don't want it, I'm going to take it. Who's going to take your blessings, T? Who? Who? You have to answer that. Who's going to take your blessings? Don't let nobody else take your blessings. Your blessings are for you and you only. Hallelujah. Larry says, sis, he's on fire tonight, man. I definitely am, brother. Just wanted to show y'all, man, what time it is. Yes, he is. Take care of that stab, man. You already know, man. Trading in the Rolex for a G-Shock like my brother. Trying to get to work, man. We're not playing no games. It's team no games. Let's go. If you are not ready to go to that next level, I need you to keep it pushing. I'm telling you this right now because it's on and popping. My baby and everything, man, showing love, man. Let's make this thing happen, man. Laughing, man. I know her and Larry must be in there having a good time, my brother, man. Blue Sky, how are you holding up, man? Love that, man. People are asking, how people doing, man? Mrs. Williams, how are you? Showing love to my mother-in-law. My baby says she's in here hollering. I already know, man. They're in there having a good time. Hold on, cuz when you're talking about the Heath last month, now you're telling us to add butter on top of the cookies? Bruh, these cookies, those Biscoff cookies, those Biscoff cookies that's on that plane that you get from American Airlines or Delta or one of them, they got a Biscoff butter that goes with it at the store. Go get it. Go listen. It's like a peanut butter type of spread or whatever that they got on. It's the bomb. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. It will blow your mind. You come back and you already know. Because you know what time it is, man. Larry, I hope you know what time it is. I don't know what Larry's talking about, man. Larry and my wife, man, they're laughing, man, so they must know something. I don't know. T, was that a warning for you to run? T, that was a warning. Hey, T is on joust mode tonight. Y'all better run. Oh, yeah. Listen, hey, T, if you definitely see God open up the heavens, right? And you start seeing Larry's face start shining, like when Kristen seen Larry's face in the restaurant and she was like, woo, woo, woo. You better run. You better run. Because I'm telling you right now, God has blessed that man. And I never forget when Kristen said that. Shout out to you, Kristen. She calls all the time. We was in that restaurant for Larry's birthday. And Kristen, y'all see what Kristen did. She's been praying for Larry and T. And she called me like 5 times, I guess, over the weekend. I missed all those calls. And she just a blessing, man. But if you see that glow that Kristen seen, T, you need pack up and move to Honolulu or something like that. I don't care where you go. Pack up and move, man. Blue Sky showing love, man. I love it, man. Listen, we truly appreciate each and every single one of y'all, man. I'm telling y'all this right now, man. This has been a time. Hopefully you guys got this message, man. I got a chance just to get with y'all in the chats and talk with y'all and stuff like that just for a little bit, man. And just be able to go ahead and shoot the breeze. This has been a blessing to me. If you have missed this show, please go back and rewatch it. Please send this to somebody that needs it. Oh, my God. Send this to somebody's going to need this show. Somebody's going to need this show. Somebody's going to need to know, how am I making value of my potential? They'll be able to go see the first, 60, 70 minutes and hear it and be like, Lambo, you were right. I had to put that in perspective. And then, I had to put some things into that, man, But now you're able to have the tools on hand to make sure that you are moving to your next direction. I really want to thank you guys. I really want to appreciate you guys. Everything you guys have done for my life has been a blessing for you guys. I really want to see you guys at your next level. I know it. Like, don't you remember the movie The Last Dragon, right? When Leroy and everything, man, I don't know if anybody who's seen The Last Dragon, right? And Leroy was getting his head dipped down into the tank, and the third time he says, "Who's the master?" And he came up, and Leroy turns to Show Enough and says, "I am," because he finally realized that he was the master. That is a great representation of Larry and T. You understand? That's a great representation of Larry and T, man. You got the glow. You already know, man, that Larry is definitely glowing tonight, man. We thank God for Larry and T, man. That's how you guys are. You guys have the glow. You guys need to represent because you are your master, okay? And you guys get out there and start kicking butt because it is that time to start kicking butt in life, man, and making sure you are dominating. I love you guys. It's been an amazing time. I'm a jokester. I've been having a great time being out here, entertaining you guys, but also giving some amazing value. I can't wait to see you guys make it to your next level because Lambo is here rooting you guys on. If Larry is not catching the glow or not like that from The Last Dragon, you're catching the glow or you're not catching the glow, brother. I want to make sure that you guys know that you are valued and everything that you are doing is working in your favor. Trust me, believe in yourself. Understand you are the master of your faith and God has given you the potential so that you can go ahead and make those great moves in life, to be dominant in life, to be successful in life, and to also to make the biggest impact you have ever had in your life. I love you guys, man. Have an amazing night, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now because you guys are getting ready to have an amazing year. Shout out to you, Larry. Shout out to you, John Maxwell. What's up, Lambo, man? Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys, man, because I'm telling y'all what, y'all allow me to have this space that I have to be able to give the value that I'm able to give to you guys. Let's go and keep rocking. Thursday night, we will be right back here. So you ain't got to look for Thursday. I'm going to be right back here, back into the saddle. Lambo is doing what he's doing after 2 weeks of vacation and Miami and road trip with the family. I'm back doing what I do best and excited and definitely refreshed because I needed that. And guess what? We're going to continue to keep running up the scoreboard. I need for you guys, I'm telling y'all today, make sure you are looking at those vision boards, working on those vision boards, and putting the value into yourself each and every single day so we can make those vision boards come to pass because I want to see you on the winning side of your journey. Listen, I love you guys. Can't wait for Thursday night, this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We are right back here adding value with that Leroy Glow from The Last Dragon. Shout out to you, Larry the Lion. Do your thing, man. I love y'all, man. Take care. God bless. I'll see y'all Thursday night, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, right back here on The Leverage Show. Take care. God bless. We out of here.